for Dylan, we take a trip back in time to what the 1940s would have looked like. The industry has changed since then. But what's the one thing that you believe that you liked about that part of the industry that we could use today?
I think the glamour, in a word. There was glamour. There's so little glamour nowadays, But back then, there was something that when you went to the movies and you sat down in your seat and the lights went down and you looked at the silver screen and those people came up and they looked magnificent. And they just, their clothes were beautiful and the way they were lit. There was, lighting was such a huge portion of movies back then. Nowadays, the light is just sprayed. And you go out on the set and you just do it. But back then, I remember when I was doing Steel Magnolias, the lighting was so beautiful. And that was the first entry into lighting that I remember. That there was care about the lighting. And nowadays,
our DP Simon did a magnificent job.
He did, and he recreated the glamour because he definitely had to, because it's a huge portion of the show. But in a word, I miss the glamour.
And David, you're also coming off of another Ryan Murphy project in The Politician, and I think both of your characters from both series seem to be going through these inner struggles and battling with certain things. What were some similarities and differences between these two roles?
I think both, the main similarity, which is always a fun thing to play as an actor, is that each character sees the best in the people around them, and is inclined to trust people and let people in. That's especially fun when you're getting to work with wonderful actors like Ben Platt, in the Politician, and then these schmucks here, Dylan and Patti. I mean, to get to play a character that is hanging on their every word, where you just get to sit there and listen to them and watch them act, wonderful. And then the fun differences were, in The Politician, I got to play very reserved and everything was very calm and gentle. And in this, I got to go a little fucking crazy and throw stuff at Dylan, and that was really the best. That was the highlight, was getting to throw stuff at Dylan. So getting to just let it out a little more was a lot of fun.
What do you all think that people will be surprised the most about this project, given that it's like revising history? What else do you think that people will be surprised to see in the series?
I think it's really it's the cost. Like, there's a price for everything, right? It's like nothing's for free. You don't just come to Hollywood and become a star and not give up a piece of your soul. That just doesn't happen. And I think that's really the essence of the show. Even though all your dreams may come true, they really may. But at the end of the day, what was the cost? What was the sacrifice? Who did you become? What was your character? And is there a deal with the devil that you make for that, or do you keep your integrity? There are a lot of people who have kept their integrity over time. Unfortunately, I'm not one of them.
But you're still gorgeous and glamorous.
I'm just kidding.
I think it's a fun surprise how, given all of the darkness and the feeling of like peering behind the curtain and the debaucherous side of the glamorous Hollywood that you see in this show, I think it's surprisingly optimistic and fun. And that's really thanks to Ryan. Ryan's really committed to that. So all of these, obviously the show is very moving and there are some real dark moments for the characters, but it's all handled very, very playfully and very optimistically, because it really is about making people feel good and hopeful and to feel like a fun romp.
Miss LuPone, I loved your work in Pose last year, and now
thank you.
You're back with Ryan Murphy again on another project. So I wanted to know what drew you to this project, and what was your favorite part about playing Avis Amber?
The clothes.
The hat. A lot of good fashion, lots of good fashion.
Having sex with these two.
That's what I was waiting for.
That was my favorite thing.
You
These
know,
are a few of my favorite things.